you doing? It's your boy the Bladerunner. I hope you saucy lot are alright. Anyway, yesterday's haircut, it was a skin fade with a grade 3 on top on my mate Jacob. Top guy. He's more than happy to have his haircut filmed. So I used the Wahl Seniors because they are still such awesome clippers. I use the Braun Series 9s for the balding out, and then I also use the, what did I use? Oh yes, I use the Wahl Sterling 2s. Love that trimmer for actually just breaking up the little line. And then I use the Babyliss, the Supermotor skeleton trimmer. It's a hell of a mouthful. What I did, I upgraded it slightly. I ordered the Gold Effects blade from America, so it's pretty much a Babyliss Gold Effects. Love it, absolutely awesome trimmer. Definitely think it's the best trimmer of all time. Some people may disagree with me, but hey, that's the way it goes. Also, I've changed the way that I skin fade in the last couple of months. I always used to use quite small little lines in between each fade. What I've done, I've extended the actual line now. So whereas I used to go up about that much with each step, now I go to about that much. The reason I do it is because it gives me much more room to actually get the blend in. So just give it a go. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy, stay strong, and I hope you lot are all right. So please don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, I'm out of here. See you later. Bye. So yeah, here we have Jacob, top guy. I've been doing his hair for quite some time, and he just realised he needed his haircut sorted out. It's been 4 weeks since he had it cut. Obviously, we've been in Corona lockdown in the UK for the second time. So first thing I'm going to do, using the Wahl Seniors, I've put the grade 3 on the clipper, and I'm just going to take out all that length and weight from the top. Now, if you want a clipper that is going to debulk hair easily, the Wahl Senior is fantastic. You really can't go wrong with this clipper. Although I am looking at getting a set of the Gamma Ergos. So if anybody's used those, let me know what they think, especially when it comes to the actual removal of bulk. But yeah, these clippers, as long as you've got them gapped up properly and you maintain them with the oil and the correct cleaning, yeah, they will absolutely just smash through any hair texture. Now, as all hair grows in different directions, obviously you've got to work in different directions. If you want it to be a pure grade 3, you have to go totally against the grain, which is exactly what I'm doing. Using your beard brush, because it takes away any excess hair, so you can see exactly what you've cut and what you're cutting. Alright, so I'm putting the skin line in now. Now, these trimmers are the Babyliss Supermotors, the Skeleton Pro trimmers. Now, that is a mouthful and a half, and it's the UK version of the Gold Effects. The problem when you get these trimmers is the blade, it's okay, but it's not anywhere near as good as the American version. So what I've done is I've actually ordered the Gold Effects blade from the States. It took an absolute age to actually get here, but you know what? It was worth the wait. So if any of you guys in the UK are using these trimmers, I would seriously suggest getting the Gold Effects blade. What I like about the UK version of the trimmer compared to the American version is in the UK we actually get a charging dock with it, and unfortunately if you're in America and you bought the Gold Effects clippers or trimmers should I say, yeah, they are brilliant, but it doesn't have a charging dock. You know, you put absolutely no tension on the hair, on the head with these trimmers. I just think they're amazing. They do take a little while to actually get your zero gap right, but once you've got it right, it is phenomenal, and I would definitely recommend getting these trimmers and also putting the blade on it. Okay, so I've put a grade 1 on the clipper. So if you notice, I'm actually leaving quite big gaps. I'm going up about just under an inch. as I said already. The reason I do that is because it makes actually fading that section a hell of a lot easier. It means that when I actually come to fading it out, I won't be actually going into the next section. And as I said, just keep using that beard brush. Going vertical, I'm not actually going with the shape of the head. You know, if you want, you can go higher with these clippers and get that fade higher going into the grade 3, but problem is Jacob doesn't want it looking too high and tight, so we like to leave that little bit of weight. When you go round, you know, open up the lever, close the lever, and you know, you don't have to have it totally open, you don't have to have it totally closed. You can work in between as well. Just really detail that fade to how you want it. So going with the 1.5, open and closed, just fading that into the actual top section, that grade 3. Okay, put a grade 0.5 back on the clipper. Just start softening down that skin line and also blending it into that grade 1 which you would have just done. If the hair's that little bit denser in certain areas, you just push in with that clipper just that little bit harder. But as you can see, we had a full squad working that day, and literally after this haircut we did not stop, which is the reason why it's taken me over a day to actually get this video back on for you guys. Once you're happy with that, what I've done is I've taken the guard off. Just keep breaking up that skin line. If you get yourself a system and you work to that system, you will find that, you know, you can fade pretty much anybody's hair. Secret is once you've done all the fading, you can go back in with your guards again. Don't think just because you've actually cut it once, you can't cut it again. Okay, just to finish off getting that skin line out, the Wahl Sterling 2s, a totally underrated trimmer. It's not the sharpest of trimmers, but what's so good about it is you know, you can actually, you know, you can't adjust the blade on these things, so you will never get a zero gap, obviously, because you can't zero gap it. But what is so good about it is, because it isn't that sharp, you're never going to put another line into the hair. Just taking out those little remnants of hair, of that skin line. Okay, the Braun Series 9s, fantastic foil. Love this foil. A lot of the customers and clients, they actually say that when they're having this use on the head, it doesn't feel aggressive at all. If anything, it actually feels like a head massager. And yeah, there are other foils that will actually take it in closer, but if you've got a customer or a client and they got a sensitive scalp, if you were to whack like a Wahl finale through, you really can redden the head. This thing, it just feels, it's just relaxing really. Always keep it in the fixed position. With this foil, you can have it so the head moves, or you can actually have it so that it's actually set in one place. I like to keep it set in one place. The reason I do that, I feel it just gives me a lot more control. Now this is where these Babylisses come into their own. Just working that line out on the front. What's so good about it is you just don't have to put any pressure on the head at all. When you're working a line out, it's always good to stand directly in front of your client. If you stand to the left of the actual head or the right of the head, you're going to find that as you work round, you think it's going to be straight, and then you look in the mirror and it would have dropped to one side. So always actually stand in front of your client. So all you got to do there is just spin the chair around slightly. You know, I could have gapped these even closer, but you know, I don't want to cause any aggravation to the scalp. So to me, this is just set perfectly. Then going through with the Kashos. I like the Kasho millenniums. They feel quite light and they're just sharp as hell. Yes, they are expensive, but I mean, I've had these, what, 7 years, and I've not had to have them sharpened even once. And then just going through on the crown, just taking off any tiny hairs. Learning scissor over comb it's such an invaluable tool. It's all very well going up with the clippers, but sometimes just taking off those little bits with the scissors, it makes all the difference. Okay, going back in with the grade 0.5, that's what I said earlier. You know, if you feel you want to touch up the actual haircut in any way, just put the grades back on the clippers. Spend a couple of extra minutes just getting it perfect. Someone said to me once, what is the difference between a good fade and an excellent fade? And all I said was 2 minutes. Because it's literally just those extra 2 minutes. If you just spend that extra little bit of time and you get the haircut right, you will have a client for life. And then just blasting it out with the hairdryer. And then just running a little bit of clay through the hair just to get it to lay down nicely. So guys, hope you like the haircut. I'm out of here. Take care. And yeah, please do subscribe to this channel because it makes me very happy. I'm out of here. See you later. Ha!
Come on, bitch.